I'm still highly suspicious of you, if I'm being quite honest.
Because, like, who else could it be? We've been together the whole
Yeah.
time.
And
Yeah,
you said
I
asking
was
for
I
a
was more
friend.
I was stabby last session, so unless it's blue,
Put that
yeah.
lava bucket away.
Run. Hello everybody and welcome back to Survival SMP. Last episode we started things off with a bang, starting with 5 lives, getting diamonds and enchantments, ending the session off with success. This episode, well, things got a little scary. We started this session right where we left off last time. However, things were a little different than where we left it. This isn't the true Session 2. Session 2 happened for everyone else a little bit ago, but I wasn't able to make the recording. So while I'm at a disadvantage on time and materials, I am at an advantage with my lives. I still have 5 lives, while everyone else has 3 or less, with the exception of 1 or 2 other people with 4. There's a target on my back, both from the boogeyman, whoever they end up being, and by those with 1 life. If they kill me, they can steal one of my lives, helping them get 1 step further from elimination, so I have to be careful. But I'm out of food. You can't see it because I've lost the first half of my recording, so I'm using a flashback file. That also means no live commentary for the first half of the video, I'm so sorry. But if I want to make sure that I'm at the top of my game, I need to get back up to the surface. Sure, it's way safer underground, and I'd like to stay here forever, but being underground isn't going to do anything for me if I end up starving to death. Luckily, I dig up into a river, and I'm able to kill a bunch of fish for food. It's also nighttime, which means I'm pretty well hidden from the camp nearby. And in the camp are Arid and Major, who are both at 1 life and an immediate threat. So once I find out I'm not the boogeyman, I finish my fish massacre and head to land. I decide that while I'm up here, I should probably try and snag some apples from the trees around here. I have a ton of gold from the caves, and 1 golden apple could be the difference between life and death in a fight. While I'm up there, Ace loses a life to an Enderman, and in the distance I spot something interesting. It's a ruined portal, and the chest has already been looted, but the gold block at the top has not been, so I grab that and continue my pursuit of apples. From there, I'm a little lost, a little aimless, really. I'm a session behind all of the other players, so I feel like I should have a lot to do, but I'm not in a terrible spot either. So I keep breaking leaves for apples and not getting any luck before deciding to really explore the SMP. I've spent most of my time underground, and other than spawn, I haven't been many other places. In my exploration, I'm quick to spot a cute little axolotl base with cows outside. Free food, sitting right there. But there's someone inside. And while they do have a yellow name tag, which means they aren't an immediate threat to me, they could still be the boogeyman. Also, I don't really want to be going and making any enemies quite yet, not when I already have a large enough target on my back. So I continue. I find a crack in the ground soon after, diving in and hoping maybe it'll drop down into a deeper cave where I can find a few more diamonds in. I only have 6 and I'm looking to make a chest plate by the end of the session, but it doesn't go very far and I spot what looks like to be Solar's name tag, so I back out and decide to keep moving towards the mountain. Caves are usually near mountains, right? No luck on the mountain, though. I found 1 singular sheep and a smaller cave that I dueled some skeletons in. The cave itself was nothing spectacular, but one of the skeletons did drop a bow, which is huge. I can now fight people from a distance. My biggest regret looking back on this is not killing the Enderman here for the pearl, but I love Endermen and I try not to kill them in my hardcore world, so I guess I'm sticking by that here too. What I do end up doing here is digging down for a safe place to smelt. I want to cook up the food that I've grabbed as well as all the extra iron to help save my inventory space. And this is when things get a little interesting. I receive a message from Ace asking me where I'm at, looking for a favor, and I'm immediately suspicious. Ace isn't down to 1 heart, but there's a chance that they are the boogeyman. I didn't give away my location, but she does ask me whether or not I'm the boogeyman. And I make the decision to be honest and tell them that I'm not. I have a few reasons for this, though. The first being that, again, I don't have any enemies yet on the server, and I want to keep it that way. If I can get people to trust me, then maybe I can ask for some favors later down the line. The second is that if you always tell the truth, no one knows when you're lying. I hoped this would protect me when I am the boogeyman. And also, I was thinking that being honest would get me a little bit more information. It didn't, though, and Ace left the conversation at that, not telling me what the proposition was if I had been the boogeyman. Not that I had long to wonder about it, though. Ace and I had met up soon after and struck up a conversation. I'm still having technical issues and my game had just crashed, so I don't have any actual recording of our conversation, but Ace was also looking to go mining and we struck a deal. If you remember from last episode, Ace is pretty notorious for losing lives, so they agreed to show me to a new cave and I agreed to be their bodyguard. We talked a lot. They had been hanging out with a ton more people than I had and had a lot more information. Apparently, Matt was convinced that I was the boogeyman this session, so we decided to play with everyone on the server and just throw some messages in the chat. Meanwhile, I was getting some weird vibes. Now, it's in the nature of the SMP to talk about who we thought was the boogeyman, but something was just off about the way Ace was acting. Not in a bad way, but in a way that was making me nervous. I kept checking behind me every time Ace was at my back, though I tried not to worry about it too much. She didn't kill me when I was having technical issues. But we hit the halfway point. We take a break and I get to restart my recording, so we are now back in business. Hooray! Except just before we start the session again, Ace has something to say.
I'm in a predicament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're the boogeyman. I knew that. I've known that.
Yeah.
I had a feeling.
How could you tell?
I've had a feeling since you messaged me about your proposition. I've had an inkling.
I'm really bad at this game. That's the issue, though. I'm really bad at Minecraft. It's, like, comical how bad I am at Minecraft. So, the predicament is I can't kill anybody. My goal is to find Solar and to kill Solar. Because
Okay.
they killed me while they were buggy last round. But Solar's nowhere to be seen.
I've seen Solar.
Do you know where they live?
I'm trying to think. Is Solar
Do you
living?
know where they live, and can you distract them for me?
I can absolutely distract Solar for you. I don't know if I know for sure where they live, but I know where the last place I saw them was.
You'd be willing to help me out?
I would be willing to help you out.
I appreciate that deeply.
Yep.
The issue is I'm gonna do it from afar, so I need to. I only have 10 arrows, but my bow has power, flame, and breaking. So, you just need to distract them while I get them from far away.
Gotcha.
And then if anything happens, you have to pretend you have no clue what's going on.
Yep.
Because I don't want you to be targeted for their death.
I mean, I'm gonna be targeted further down anyway.
Just be like, oh my god, you died!
Oh my god, you died! What happened? Now, I'll be totally honest. As far as gear goes, I outmatch Ace. And as far as PvP skills, well, I think I'm decently confident there too. But I was hoping that maybe this favor would buy me an ally later in the season. The plan was simple. Take Ace to where I saw Solar last, try and help single her out, and then play dumb when Ace took the shot. So off we went, backtracking the way I came towards the last place I saw Solar. On the way we ran into Sai, who was teamed up with Ace and living in the Axolotl base we saw earlier. This was also when I learned that Ace owed him a favor and would have to give him a life if he ever dropped down to 1. This is important information for later. Remember this. We eventually got to Solar's last known location, spotting her with Major, Arid, and Matt. I snuck around while Ace went straight towards them because I was hoping to see if I could single Solar off here, thinking maybe Ace could get the shot from a distance, but no luck.
Oh my god. Hello.
Hi.
I'm scared
so
of
much
you,
I can
Mimi.
handle before I explode.
Why are you scared of me?
Because I
Behind
think you're the boogeyman. I have a theory.
Why would I be the boogeyman?
Yeah,
Hi,
man.
Matt.
Hey. Muse, I'm still highly suspicious of you, if I'm being quite honest.
Cause like, who else could it be? We've been together the whole
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And you said asking for a friend.
I was stabby last session, so unless it's blue.
Put that lava bucket away.
Run. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
Oh.
kidding.
Oh my god.
I got a power trip there for a second and I got excited.
Sorry,
No one
bug
believes
application.
anymore. I think Muse is innocent.
No,
I feel like
if it was
Muse
me,
would've done it.
I would have killed you guys already.
Alright, my suspicion's back on Taz.
Oh.
I've known you guys are here
There's
since
no
the
way.
start of the
Okay,
session.
okay. So it's not Major, it's not Matt. I don't think it's Ace.
It's definitely
not
not
me.
Ace. Ace and I have been together for
I
like
don't
the entire
think
time.
it would be
You guys
Sai.
would be dead already, so.
I don't
fully
believe
believe that.
that. I think you would have tried already. So it could only
I
be.
like to get my kills done early in the session.
Sure.
I don't like letting them.
Good to know. It's got to be Taz.
I don't even know who
Taz,
pronounce it.
I just
There's
want to
no
put this
way.
out right now. Taz is with about 10 wolves.
Yeah.
Oh my
the,
god.
Taz
Okay,
was
so
making
nobody
a
killed
wolf
Taz.
army.
So if you start going for
It
one
has
of
to be
them,
Taz,
if you're the
Muse, or
boogeyman-
Ace.
I'm not the
My
boogeyman.
dog's
Blue.
been dead. My dog's
Believe
been
me,
I
if I was the
don't
boogeyman,
trust
I would
you.
have killed
You
Ace a
will
while
remember
ago
Lapis
because Ace and I have been
Lazuli.
alone together for
No,
like
yeah, I
the past
believe
half
that
an hour.
actually.
That's fine.
You are the only dark green person. I will
Yeah,
say that.
which is why I'm watching you.
Who could it be?
Yeah, I won't kill you if you're not dangerous.
I'm not
I
dangerous.
pinky swear.
I mean, I'm dangerous, but I'm not gonna kill you.
It might be. It just might be blue again.
It might
Could be
be blue.
blue.
They,
Blue-
would they let that
We also
happen?
don't know how. We don't
It's
know
random.
How many there are. Is it
Muse?
piracy?
If it was blue,
not
I
me.
feel like something major stop fighting things. I'm
I'm
scared for
joking.
you.
I was ready for it already.
No, he did that shit to me last session. I got so scared.
I've
pissing
been ready
myself.
to be jumped this entire session.
Come here, you.
If you stay under the trees,
I'm
they won't
short.
bother you guys.
Why is Minecraft?
Wait, I'll
Minecraft
just
is against short people.
Solar, where have you gotten all of your fucking diamonds? I've been struggling to find them this entire time.
They are very much against short people.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I wish I could pick my height. I'd like to be tall.
Eventually, in the attempt to get Solar alone with Ace and I got split off from everybody. I caught Ace swimming after Solar, but I decided to leave them be. I had done my part, and I was still a little too close to Major for my comfort. He could still kill me for life, and I wanted to stay far, far away from danger. I did, of course, manage to find myself in another cave to explore, killing a spider to make another full durability bow. But my involvement with the group isn't done, and Major messages me as I'm climbing out of the cave. He asks if I'm the boogeyman, and asks if I want to team up to kill Sai. I stick to my honesty policy and admit I'm not the boogeyman, but I do tell Major where to find them. My hope here is to direct Major away from me to get his extra life. Even if he doesn't take it, I can at least buy myself a little time while Major is looking elsewhere. In the meantime, I make my way to spawn to enchant my bow, and here's where I get a little confused. At some point, I had lost the bow that I had gotten from the skeleton. My plan was to enchant both that one and the full durability one and combine them in an anvil with all my extra iron, but it's just gone. Oh well, nothing I can do about it now, so instead I return to what I really wanted to do earlier with Ace, find more diamonds to mine so I can get that chest plate. So I set off in a direction I hadn't been yet. I get lucky pretty early on and spot a cave with a ravine inside, filled with iron, coal, and the original cave I started the session in. I was frustrated. Here I am, sitting at the bottom of the world with maybe 2 allies and not even enough diamonds for a chest plate. Now what? But I persisted, unsure if I had searched everything that the cave had to offer. Turns out I hadn't, and after a bit more perseverance, I was rewarded. With 18 minutes left in the session, I had managed to get what I had wanted from the start, but just as I turned around to get to the surface to enchant, the other boogeyman came out of hiding. Blue was! I feel so bad. My finger hovered over that send button for not nearly as long as I'd like to admit. I had lives to spare. I could easily have saved Ace from the curse, but that favor I mentioned being important was, well, important. I could give Ace my life, but it was just going to go to Sai anyways. Ace was doomed to 1 life, kill or no, so ultimately, I made the decision to not say anything. Matt messaged me soon after, though, owner to owner of Reaper SMP, looking for the confirmation of something that I had already told him. I'm not the boogeyman. Owner to owner, get me out of this fucking cave, Matt. He did somehow hear my prayer, though, coming to dig me out and point me to spawn. All hail Matt, the Reaper God.
you're just about there. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Fuck, I've been
Hey.
struggling.
So I have no idea who the boogie is.
I do.
Oh my god, there's a whole group of names. Is it... Okay, at least give me a clue. Is it one of the groups here? Oh,
You're gonna run out of
No.
sprint.
okay. It's gotta be Solar. You're being awfully quiet on that one.
Where's spawn?
This way, this way.
This way. Thank you. Finally, I made it, enchanting my new chest plate with thorns, getting protection and unbreaking to go with it. I hunted around to make that second bow I was supposed to have earlier, now having a flame bow to set people on fire with, and enchanting my axe with just some unbreaking. I can worry about sharpness later. Ace, no. But just before the clock ticked 0, Ace missed their chance for the kill, losing their life to Matt in a duel and taking them down to only 1. And that was the session. Lou escaped the curse by killing Sai, taking him down to 1 life along with Major, and now Ace. And me, by some miracle, I'm still standing with all 5 of my lives, and now with the addition of some fancy diamond gear. But that's all subject to change in a matter of minutes. I'll see you all in the next episode in Survival SMP.